Hi people, thank you so much for making time to watch me on this channel. In today's video, we want to look at wheat and sugar and considering their glycemic index responses. That is actually going to brief us or tell us more about these substances and how, which one is less healthy and what we have to do about it, even as we consume these items on daily basis. I believe is really going to help. Getting straight into the glycemic index responses. To talk of the wheat has a higher glycemic index response to be 72, and that of the sugar also has comparatively to the wheat, it's lower. It has a glycemic index to be to be 59. And then we are going to know why these GIs are so important. Now we get to understand that I'm first of all talking about the wheat. The modern day wheat we have now is totally different from what we used to have many years ago. And so the structure and the modification of it has made it to become questionable. Of course, that's why we want to look at it in this video. Of course, it has been severely modified to produce a certain type of gluten. The main starch of this modern day wheat is called amylopectin A. Of course, it constitutes to 75% of starch, and so this compound is actually going to be consumed into your body, and then that's why we really have to look at this kind of food substance. The problem with amylopectin A is that it's able to trigger the LDL particles in your body, and actually this type of LDL that is going to be produced is actually going to cause inflammation and also clacking, and of course you wouldn't want to try that because it brings a lot of diseases with it. This starch we're talking about is highly digestible, and it can break down very quick and spike up your blood sugar level. And of course, this is why it has a very high GI figure. Of course, that is a glycemic index response to be 72. And it can also contribute to diabetes and other heart diseases. Of course, the modern day wheat. And of course, this is because wheat has a combination of protein and carbohydrate. And it also has the ability to increase what we call glycation, which is when you irreversibly damage certain proteins in your body that are good for the body, but irreversibly it's being damaged by the body itself. And of course, this is the glycation we are talking about. Wheat has phytates, and the phytates is able to block calcium, zinc, and magnesium, and is also able to bind to ions. And now we're talking about the sugar. Of course, we want to talk about the table sugar, the one that's when you make your tea, you can actually pour some in it. You make your rice water, you can pour some in it and then eat the table sugar. It has 50% of sucrose and then 50% of glucose. Now, this is the reason why it makes sugar to have a lower GI or glycemic index response, because fructose is different from glucose. And what is going to happen? And so all of the fructose is not absorbed or taken by your cells of your body, like the glucose. And this is the reason why it makes it to have a lower glycemic index response. Now let's look at something here. Yeah, of course, but all these fructose being climbed down to your liver, and so if you have insulin resistance, it will start being converting over into fat by starting to create a fatty liver, and even though it's slightly lower in GI to wheat. And so table sugar is even more damaging to your liver. Of course, it has the ability of causing gout, heart diseases, fatty liver, and so you need to actually you have to be informed on table sugar. And so because table sugars are refined, it has the ability to deplete calcium, potassium, vitamin C, and B vitamins, especially B1. So now the question is, which one works well? I think they are both bad. But if I'm to pick, I'm going to choose wheat. Well, the reason why I'm choosing wheat over sugar is because wheat has phytase, and of course the phytase will create glycation. Glycation is sometimes needed. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's good. And also the wheat has gluten, and sometimes we also need the gluten to perform certain things in our body. So they are both bad, but I think the one that is less worse is the wheat. You can also bring in your comments what you think about, and then I believe this will also make you have a decision on these substances and how you have to take them. Thank you so much for making time to watch me on this channel, and kindly subscribe to this channel if you like the video. You can also share and give us a comment also. Thank you so much, and see you another time. Bye bye.